Welcome to today's comprehensive football predictions breakdown, where we'll be examining 5 intriguing fixtures from across Europe's top leagues and competitions. From the English Premier League to Spain's La Liga, Germany's Bundesliga, and Italy's Serie A, we've got an exciting slate of matches that promise drama, goals, and plenty of talking points. Football prediction is as much an art as it is a science. It requires understanding team form, tactical setups, historical precedents, and the intangible factors that can swing a match in an instant. Today, we're looking at 5 carefully analyzed fixtures, each with its own narrative and predicted outcome. Whether you're a casual fan looking to understand the betting landscape or a serious student of the game seeking tactical insights, this analysis will provide valuable perspective on what to expect from these encounters. Let's dive into our predictions and explore why these specific scorelines and outcomes make sense given the current circumstances surrounding each club. Manchester City vs Leeds United. Our prediction for this English football showdown stands at a convincing victory for the home side with a 3-1 scoreline. This represents a comfortable but not overwhelming win, reflecting the quality gap between these two sides while acknowledging that the visitors possess enough attacking threat to find the back of the net. The hosts have established themselves as one of the most dominant forces in modern football, with a possession-based style that suffocates opponents and creates numerous scoring opportunities. Their tactical discipline and technical superiority typically allow them to control matches from start to finish, dictating the tempo and territorial advantage throughout the 90 minutes. The visitors, while undoubtedly spirited competitors, often find themselves overwhelmed by teams operating at this elite level. Their approach typically involves sitting deeper and attempting to hit on the counter-attack, but against such sophisticated opposition, defensive organization can only hold for so long. The prediction accounts for their ability to capitalize on one of their limited chances, perhaps from a set piece or a rare breakaway, but ultimately the class difference should shine through. 3 goals for the home side reflects their clinical finishing and the multiple avenues they possess for creating danger. Whether through intricate passing combinations in the final third, explosive wing play, or late runs from midfield, they have numerous methods to unlock defenses. The single consolation goal for the visitors prevents this from being a complete rout, adding a touch of respectability to the scoreline while not threatening the overall outcome. Bayern Munich vs St. Pauli. Moving to Germany, we're predicting a dominant 3-0 victory for the Bavarian Giants, coupled with the match exceeding 2.5 total goals. This represents a comprehensive performance from one of Europe's perennial powerhouses against lower division opposition. The home team's attacking prowess is legendary, with a forward line that consistently ranks among the most productive in world football. Their ability to create and convert chances borders on the relentless, and when facing opponents from lower competitive tiers, this advantage becomes particularly pronounced. The clean sheet prediction reflects not just defensive solidity but also the likely territorial dominance that will keep the visitors pinned in their own half for extended periods. St. Pauli, while possessing admirable fighting spirit and passionate support, face an enormous step up in quality. The gulf in resources, tactical sophistication, and individual brilliance creates a mismatch that's difficult to overcome. Their best hope typically involves frustrating their opponents for as long as possible, but against such clinical finishers, defensive resolve eventually cracks. The over 2.5 goals prediction is comfortably met by the 3-goal margin, reflecting the attacking intent and quality that should be on display. This scoreline suggests a professional, controlled performance where the favorites assert their superiority without needing to embarrass their opponents with an excessive goal tally. Juventus vs Cagliari. Our Italian Serie A prediction takes an interesting turn with a 0-2 away victory for Juventus, though we're ultimately backing the old lady to secure all 3 points. This apparent contradiction requires explanation. The scoreline of 0-2 suggests a match where the away side establishes control relatively early and manages the game professionally thereafter. 2 goals provide a comfortable cushion without the need for continued attacking excess, allowing for game management and squad rotation considerations. Juventus, with their rich history and tactical heritage, excel at securing results through efficient, controlled performances. Their defensive foundation has long been the cornerstone of their success, and when combined with clinical finishing in key moments, they can dismantle opponents without ever appearing to break sweat. The clean sheet reflects their organizational excellence, and the visitors' likely struggles to create clear-cut opportunities. Cagliari face an uphill battle against such caliber opposition, while their home support provides energy and encouragement, translating that into genuine goal-scoring chances against a well-drilled, experienced backline proves exceptionally difficult. The nil return on the score sheet reflects not just defensive quality from their opponents but also their own limitations in breaking down organized resistance. Barcelona vs Alaves. The Catalan clash brings us a predicted 2-1 victory for the home side, suggesting a more competitive encounter than some might expect. This scoreline acknowledges Barcelona's quality advantage while respecting Alaves' ability to cause problems and find a goal of their own. Barcelona's footballing philosophy, rooted in possession dominance and technical excellence, typically overwhelms visiting teams at their iconic stadium. However, the relatively narrow margin suggests either a stubborn defensive performance from the visitors or perhaps some inefficiency in front of goal from the hosts. 2 goals should prove sufficient given the defensive quality available, but the single conceded goal adds drama and tension to proceedings. Alaves' goal prevents this from being a routine victory, suggesting they'll create at least one significant opportunity and possess the quality to capitalize. Whether through a defensive lapse, a set-piece situation, or a moment of individual brilliance, they'll make their mark on the scoresheet even as the overall result goes against them. This prediction suggests an entertaining match with end-to-end moments, attacking intent from both sides, and enough quality on display to satisfy neutral observers. Atletico Madrid vs Oviedo. Our final prediction sees another 2-0 victory, this time for the Madrid-based club against their Spanish opponents. This scoreline reflects control, professionalism, and the quality gap between these two teams. Atletico's tactical discipline and competitive intensity make them formidable opponents for any team, but particularly for those from lower divisions. Their ability to suffocate opponents, control territorial advantage, and strike decisively when opportunities arise creates a blueprint for victory that's difficult to counter. The 2-goal margin suggests enough attacking quality to breach the defense multiple times while maintaining defensive solidity throughout. Oviedo face a significant challenge in this encounter, with limited opportunities to threaten their opponent's goal. The clean sheet prediction reflects not just defensive excellence but also the visitors' probable struggles to sustain attacking pressure and create genuine scoring chances. Their primary objective becomes damage limitation, keeping the scoreline respectable while hoping for occasional counter-attacking opportunities. This match represents a test of professionalism and focus for the favorites, who must guard against complacency while implementing their game plan effectively. The 2-goal victory suggests they'll pass this test successfully, securing progression or points without unnecessary drama.